from Wayne Gretzky's in downtown Toronto, it's Gallagher, presented by JVC. Tonight's guest from the WWF, Edge. And Edge takes Gallagher to the edge at the gym. Plus, the Canadian flag waves proudly in the World Wrestling Federation. Get interactive with us on the internet. Log on and find us at www.tsn.ca/Gallagher and send us an email or question for Edge. And now, here's your host, John Gallagher.
I like that spinorama. Hello to our viewers at home from coast to coast. A special hi to everybody in London, Ontario, home of the NHL's leading scorer and player of the week, the big fella, Eric Lindros. A top performer from the Great White North, to be sure. We have another Canadian at the top of his game right here on the show. Edge of the WWF is joining us in the studio. Oh, he's a big one. Wendy, don't cut yourself. Edge is here, and this guy is sharp. Say hello to the unbelievable's Wendy Wolf.
Hey, everybody. How you doing, guys? All right, well, as you know, once again, the WWF is coming to Canada. So on the net tonight, we want to talk about the Canadian boys representing the sport of wrestling. Who is currently the best Canadian professional wrestler? We want to know what you think. Some people here, Canadians, let's see if you knew that. Chris Jericho, The Edge, of course. Val Venus, big popular one. Owen Hart, Bret Hart, and Chris Benoit. Dial us up. Let us know who you like as the best Canadian wrestler. Johnson, you? What do you think?
Since the Vachon brothers retired, I have no idea. Remember when you were growing up, the Vachon brothers? I'll see you Tuesday night at the Forum or else. I'll tell you right now. Now, since I've been invited to Kurgan's Beach House in Shediac, New Brunswick this summer, no lie, I better vote for him. And at 7'1", 350 pounds, I think I better. Don't you think that'd be best? Kurgan's my vote, okay? The highlights, you betcha. Let's take a look. They're brought to you by Molson Canadian. And it's Cheap Shot. He's a freak of nature, but you know what? I think we're going to miss the guy. Eric Vaughn.
Hey, hi, everybody. How you doing tonight? Listen, I was going to ask you wrestlers out there, if I were to ask you the question, how many Canadians are there in the WWF currently? Would you know? Yeah. Would you know? Well, let's take a look now about some fast facts on tonight's Now You Know.
Canadians in wrestling go back a long way. There are many Canadian boys who have built successful careers in the ring. Before the modern wrestling age, fans were thrilled with the likes of Stu Hart, Maurice Mad Dog Vachon, Whipper Billy Watson, Gene Kiniski, and Killer Kowalski, to mention but a few. Today, the WWF features some big-time Canadian talent. Owen Hart, son of Stu, and brother, of course, to Bret, who now wrestles in Ted Turner's WCW. Tess hails from Pickering, Ontario. Val Venus calls Oakville his home turf. Tiger Ali Singh comes from Milton. Christian grew up in Toronto. And Kurgan represents Moncton, home of Magnet Hill. Then, of course, from the Brood, there's Edge, who hails from Orangeville, Ontario. The Canadian contingent in the World Wrestling Federation is alive and well. And now you know.
We'll take you to the edge when we come back on Gallagher. Brought to you in part by Astro GTX. Drive hard. And by Molson Canadian.
Well, today, wrestling fans, we went, let's put it this way, over the edge and trace our guests' roots back to one of Canada's oldest and most fabled boxing clubs, a place called Sully's. Been up and running for 56 years. Ali fought there, Liston, Fraser. Let's see how today's story ends, shall we? Take a look. This has got to be the place. Right address, looking for Sully. Hey, Sully, looking for the edge of the WWF. Anybody? Sully, anybody?
Hi, John. How are you?
Mr. Edge, how are you?
I'm good. I heard you used to box.
Love boxing.
Love boxing. Why don't you teach me how to chuck some knucks?
Throw a little leather?
We'll throw a little leather.
You and me? You and me?
Yeah. How's that sound?
Well, Edge, this is old home week for you here at Sully's, huh?
That's right, home sweet home. This is where I was taught the ropes. This is my roots right here in Sully's gym.
This has been open since 1943. You've been training here since?
I started training here in 1992. I trained here for about 2 years by Ron Hutchison for wrestling training, and man, this is where I busted some bones.
I bet. Well, it's all about boxing today, buddy. Whoa. It's all about fighting. Come on, baby.
Hands up.
Keep them up. Ooh, this is the jab.
Whoa, that always goes for me now.
All right, time for you there, big fella. There we go.
All right.
Hit the hits.
Okay. Like this?
Oh, the old Marcus
Like
of Queensbury rules.
Is
good. Oh.
Is that wrong?
Yeah.
That's
Come on. Give me your
just
best
like
shot
that?
there, pal. Come on. Give it to me, baby. Come on, Mr. Edge. Come on. Let's go. Stick out that jab. Come on. Come on. Let me feel it. Come on. Harder, Edge. Come on. Edge, 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 Edge. Hit it.
All right, I'm ready.
Good right hand, buddy. There you go. Good combo. Come on. Harder, harder. Good for you, Edge. You know what? That's not bad at all.
You know what? It's wrestling time.
Oh, no, no. Oh, man. That's going to hurt.
Gotta be me. Come on, John.
That's your book.
Wrestling time.
Oh, yeah. How do you like me so far, huh? Hey!
Pretty good, huh?
Hey!
You fight dirty.
Oh, yeah? Watch this. Come on! Give up! You first! Say uncle! You first! Uncle!
Okay.
All right, it's a draw. I've made a friend. And here he is, a new friend indeed. He's a friend in need at 6'4" and weighing in at 240 pounds. He's the newest member of the Brood. Ladies and gentlemen, Ed. How are you, champ?
Good, how are you?
Oh, great to have you here. Good for you. Well, that must have felt right at home coming through the audience. It's part of your makeup, isn't it?
It's used to coming through the audience. That's my thing. That's my shtick.
That's just part of your world.
Yes.
So it's good to be back at Sully's. You must have felt right at home there. This is a great story now. Tell me about your first time at Sully's gym.
Well, if you walk into Sully's, it's a lot like Rocky 1.
Yeah.
It's an old gym. It's beat up, but it's got character.
Mm-hmm.
And the way it all started is there was a contest in the Toronto Star.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be a wrestler, write in an essay to the wrestling column, and you know, if you want to be a wrestler, this is what you got to do. So.
And you're 17 years old.
17 years old, still in high school. Everyone's saying, you know, wrestling's not cool, this, that, and the other. I said, well, screw it, I'm writing in. So I wrote in, and Sully's called me up and said, okay, it's down to, you know, a few other guys. So I want you to come on down so we can choose who we're going to train.
Oh, that's a great story.
So I went down, and they said, you're the guy.
And Burgess Meredith, did he make the call?
Hey, Rock.
Rocky! You like my piece there? That was fun. That
was a lot of fun. You can box.
How'd you like my introduction to the turnbuckle?
That was good.
You enjoyed
okay?
that? Well, there'll be a bruise later, but
Yeah.
Of course, the
Fun
president of the WWF is
fun.
here. Yes, oh, you hammered me.
Yeah.
That wasn't in the script, people. No, no. So when you were even younger, you're 15 and 16 years old, you're in your hometown of Orangeville, Ontario, and you're just a little grunt. You're setting up rings for the guys. I mean, this is a lifelong dream for you to be
Yes, it is.
this good, this far into it.
The first time I saw wrestling, I said, this is what I want to do. I said, Mom, this is what I want to do. And she was like, well, do it. So when wrestling would come to Orangeville, I'd set up the ring. I'd do anything I could just to get involved. So when I had that chance when I was 17, I saw it and I grabbed it and ran with it so far.
Man, you grew up, your only child. Your mom must have been very instrumental.
Very. If she didn't support me, then, you know, what would I have done? At that point, when I first got into it, if she had said, you know, this is just a pipe dream, it's not reality, then it wouldn't have worked. But she was there for me and stuck through it with me, all my starving and eating cans of tuna and sleeping on blue mats and driving across lakes in the middle of Manitoba. And
Hey, let's hear it for Mom.
yeah, give it up to my mom. I want to hear something there.
She must have been awful proud when you made your debut this last summer at Sky Dome. The ovation was thunderous. What happened that day, though? It was a little strange for you.
Well, that day was okay. It was my debut on Raw, where I kind of messed somebody up. I messed up one of the Los Barricos, and since then I've gone through them like a hot knife through butter. So, and they aren't around anymore.
They said bye-byes.
Yeah.
Now, you've had several handles along the way. You were once Adam Impact. I love this one. You were once Sexton Hardcastle.
Yeah.
Who made that one up? And you were the Edge for a while. And the Edge couldn't speak for a while. I'm glad. I'm glad you can talk now.
Yeah, I've opened up.
A little bit.
Yeah, I speak a little bit more now.
You know how tough it was interviewing you. Let's take a look at this clip of you and I last summer, and you weren't speaking, and darn it, it showed. We're here with Edge, one of the superstars of the WWF. How you doing, pal? Yeah, nice to see you. Let's go. You talk, I listen. The people of Canada want to hear you speak. Hey, pal, you want to go? You want to? Hey, we'll mark you down as undecided. Good to see you, pal. Yeah, you're a little nicer now.
I was a little riled up.
Now, lately, here's the storyline. Along with your brother Christian, you're with this freak, this gothic guy named Gangrel.
That would be him right there.
That's it. You call yourself the Brood. Tell me what happened with that involvement.
Well, as the story goes, he seems to have some kind of mind manipulation over my... Yeah, there he is. Over my little brother, Christian. And I've joined the fold. Maybe it's to get Christian out. Maybe I'm just having fun. I like pouring blood on people. Why not?
That's right. And your big thing is rushing the ring and actually pouring blood on unsuspecting members. That's a normal way to make a life, huh?
Yes, the bloodbath.
Yes. And this Gangrel guy is an actual vampire.
Yes, he is. He's a legit vampire. He's part of the Bruja vampire clan. And those are real teeth. He had them. I mean, he's a vampire.
He's part of the Bruja clan?
Bruja.
Any relation to the Bruja?
He's been in a few of those. He's been in a few of those. Oh, here comes a bloodbath right now. That's Triple H. I really hate him.
Yeah, and you pour blood on the road dog, Jesse James, and he doesn't even see it coming.
I don't like him either. We don't like the Edge.
Look at that. There you go.
Why not?
Why? Why not? Because you can.
Exactly.
Edge, the wrestler, the man, the living legend is here tonight. More when we come back with WWF's newest superstar. Check out this whole last edition of the G-Files.
For the G-Files, the best from the video vault. Brought to you by JVC.
Jam. Def Jam. What's going on? What's going on? Get busy. Here it is. Okay. Cut it.
If you'd like free tickets to the Gallagher, the biggest Raw ever, February 8th. To qualify to win tickets, all you have to do is send a postcard with the keyword attitude to this address: WWF Raw Road Trip, 2 Lansing Square, Suite 502A, Willowdale, Ontario, M2J 4P8. Then be watching Raw on TSN February 1st as they draw for the grand prize winner. It could be you.
Welcome back to Gallagher, everybody. Now, don't forget, for that contest you just saw an advertisement for, to include your name, age, daytime phone number, and don't forget the secret word is attitude. There we go. All right, on the net tonight, we are asking you who you think is currently the best Canadian professional wrestler. In third place, we have Chris Jericho. Second place, The Edge. And in first place, that would be Bret Hart with 35%. There you have it. All right. Now, Edge, we have a question for you online. You ready?
Sure.
Okay, Neil Couteau from London, Ontario would like to know, do you enjoy your character more now that they're letting you talk?
Oh, much more. I can be me. I'm a goof.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm an idiot. Let me be one. You know? Why not? Yeah, it's a lot more fun.
Certainly easier on us interviewers. I'll
yes,
tell you that.
I can do shows like this and interact with the fans, which is pretty cool.
So you got the big Brood shirt on.
Yeah, I got the Brood
one of the
shirt.
Rumors I'm hearing, you're going to join the ministry with the Undertaker. Is that what you've been hearing, wrestling fans?
Is that what you all heard?
Yeah.
That's what you heard?
So what's the deal?
Well, it's rumors. I'll leave it at it's definitely rumors. He fits our mode, but or we fit his, whichever way you look at it. But I don't see it happening in the future too soon.
Nice tap dance. Little salt on the floor, didn't it? was good. Let's go to Eric Vaughn now. Eric, how are you?
Yes, we're over here at the cage with Andrea. Andrea has a question for Edge.
Hi, Edge. Do you see yourself in the future as going into more tag team competition, or are you concentrating on singles wrestling right now?
Either or, really. I'm I can team with either Gangrel or Christian. Either way, I mean, I've teamed with Christian for years. So either way, I feel confident we could take the tag straps, or I'd like to make a run at X-Pac, because I think him and I could have a really good match, and I think I could beat him.
Hey, in our opinion, you can beat anybody. Let's fast forward now. You got the biggest Raw ever. It's February 8th at Skydome, but first things first, the Royal Rumble. How do you see that playing out?
That will be interesting. It's my first Rumble, and I don't know which number I am. We find out that day. We get there, okay, your number, whatever. Luck of the draw. The only ones we do know is that Stone Cold will be number 1, McMahon number 2, and China number 30. So I'll be lumped in that group somewhere, and we'll see what happens.
Throw them out of the ring. Now, you got some big days ahead, including the cover of upcoming TV Guide.
Yeah, my ugly mug will be on TV Guide across the country. That's for sure.
You're going to like that. Mom's going to be proud of that.
There it is, yeah. And believe it or not, the abs weren't airbrushed.
There you go. I know. I saw them today. We actually dressed together in the boxing gym. Oh, unbelievable. Let's go to Wendy now for another question. I know, exactly.
Yes, we have Creed, very spooky name, via the email, who would like to know if the American wrestlers give the Canadian wrestlers a hard time, or if it's even an issue.
Not even an issue. It deals with respect. If they respect my ability, then I respect their ability. The Canadian-American thing doesn't even come into it. No.
What other sports do you like? You come from a family of goaltenders, don't you?
Yes, I do. All my uncles were goaltenders, so I guess I was bred to be one, but instead I'm a pro wrestler.
And you know what? It's working out pretty well for you.
Yeah,
I'm really happy.
So
we had a great day together. I'm glad you joined us tonight.
Yeah, had a lot of fun.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Edge, and I know some of the people in the audience wanted to have him give me one of his wrestling moves. Is that okay with you guys? Come on, Edge. So what are you going to give me?
Well, maybe a cross-face chicken wing.
A cross-face chicken wing. You guys know what this move is? Yeah. All right, let me ask you this. Is it going to hurt?
Yeah. I can make it hurt.
I bet
I can make it hurt.
You'd break me in half like a pretzel. Okay, ready? I'll come at you like I'm a wrestler.
You're going to come at me like you're a wrestler.
Oh, okay. All right, there we go. A man they call the Edge. He's a fine athlete. He's a great Canadian. We'll see you in the Royal Rumble, buddy. We'll be back with more right after this.
Join us Monday, February 1st for another Raw experience. From the WWF, The Rock comes to see Gallagher. Sorry, folks, tickets not available for the show. Catch it live on TSN 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. And February 8th, launching the biggest Raw ever. Deborah, China, and Sable, the ladies of the WWF. That show is also sold out. Catch it live on TSN, 7:30 Eastern.
Welcome back to Gallagher, everybody. Well, the internet results are in, and the winner of tonight's poll for the best Canadian professional wrestler, well, he comes from a huge family of wrestling people. That would be Bret the Hitman Hart. There you have it. Over to you, Bret.
Oh, the people in Gallagher, Alberta are going, hey, for the Hart family. You know, we've got a lot of great Canadian wrestlers, a lot of beauties. Had one on the show here tonight. My thanks to Edge, who helped make tonight a huge, huge success. Thanks, buddy. Spend the whole day with him. Now, we look forward to seeing everybody here tomorrow night. We host former Toronto Blue Jay catcher, one of the great Blue Jays of all time, maybe the favorite of all time, Ernie Witt's on the show tomorrow. And that's not all. Friday night, Joey Hamilton, the Blue Jays' newest starting pitcher, all the way from the San Diego Padres to Toronto. He'll join us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow, Canada. Good night. Little basketball with Ed. How's that?